James Mason, the first ever UKPW champion. And let me just make it very, very clear, James Mason has defeated me multiple times. So if anyone knows James Mason, it's me. James Mason is a true ring general with a career spanning over 2 decades. He's not just a wrestler, he's an artisan of the squared circle, known for his impeccable technical skills and heart as fierce as his strikes. Mason is a living legend in the world of professional wrestling.
James Mason geared up for this one, but standing in his way, what can be said about this next competitor that hasn't already been said?
Absolutely, Mr. Smooth, Johnny Kidd. And before he comes to ringside, let's have a look at what Johnny Kidd was able to say before this contest.
Thank you, commentation station. Grapple fans, my name is Kimia Kiss, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce my guest at this time, Johnny Kidd. Johnny Kidd, you have a World of Wrestling British Styles round match today against James Mason. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling quite well. I'm quite confident actually, because that was what I did all my time during the World of Sport days, were always rounds matches, sometimes 1 fall to decide, sometimes 2 falls. To wrestle a man like James Mason, who is well adapted to that style of wrestling, even though he's a current style wrestler, he's going back to the era I was involved in, and we're going to put on what we hope is a good exhibition of holds, counters, escapes, moves, for people here to see this afternoon, to show how it was back in the day when wrestling was very big on ITV World of Sport.
I don't know about you Grapple fans, but I honestly can't wait to see. Thank you for joining me at this time, Johnny Kidd. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Kim.
Back to you at the commentation station.
Let's talk about what's happening right now. In our ring, inside a UKPW ring, we are rolling it back when British wrestling was at the height of its popularity on Saturdays at 4 p.m. These 2 men were the kings of their craft, and we roll it back again today.
Grapple fans, this is your World of Sports Style Expedition match. Introducing us in the red corner, from Bermondsey, he is the former UKPW champion, the prolific James Mason.
Thank you, Clark Andrews, former UKPW champion, and I have definitely lost to this man before.
That doesn't narrow it down.
In the blue corner, a World of Sport legend, from Luton, Johnny Kidd.
Mr. Smooth, Johnny Kidd, another wrestler I have lost to. Now, Rob ringside, this is going to be a different type of wrestling.
I'm going to have to throw this over to you. I cannot possibly seem to do this business.
Steve Gray there, dressed in the classic World of Sport garb. Here we go, 2 lifelong friends. Start with a handshake. Now, Grapple fans, as Clark Andrews has just mentioned, we're on a 3-minute time limit. 2 falls to a finish or a knockout. And at the beginning, you always find you grapple to find out how the style, and there we go, instantly Kidd has grabbed the wrist. Big wrist control with the top wrist lock there. You can see James already trying to relinquish the pressure, rolls through to undo that pressure now, leg vice, and oh, well done, Johnny Kidd, keeping the momentum there. And oh, a nice little wrist wrench. Johnny Kidd having some fun there. James Mason, these 2 have wrestled each other possibly hundreds of times. Oh, nice arm wringing into the side, heavy. And again, this is a very different style of wrestling. This is, oh,
wow.
What a nice thing. You can see Mason there smiling.
It was smooth.
I'm telling you, they don't call him Mr. Smooth for no reason.
Absolutely. I'm starting to get a sense of it.
We've got that full Nelson on. Very difficult hold to get out of. And
James Mason there. Wow, look at that speed. Look at that.
I couldn't do that now. And
so evasive. Very good. Very impressive.
we've got that big drop. And there we go. We've got that Cobra clutch style maneuver.
Absolutely.
It's
Wrenching. Mason just tries to pull through and just
another fantastic reversal into what we used to call a backhammer. Some know it as the hammer lock. Trapping Johnny Kidd on the mat. And now, with a nice abdominal stretch type there, trapping both arms. You can see there Mason putting full. Oh, wow. Johnny Kidd. Oh, no. Goes with the split. Oh! Talk about an uncomfortable position. And Steve Gray there, ready.
to say the least.
There we go. Look at how flexible James Mason is, just slowly moving himself backwards, trying to relinquish the pressure. It's an incredibly painful hold. And what's very clever about this is that you'll notice that James... Oh, no, reversal! Oh, they released the hold. I was about to say, you'll notice that Mason kept his hands behind his back. That was to ensure that Kidd could not grab a body part there. And we've got the knuckle locks. Oh, you can see Mason's not...
Got rattled by the crowd reaction. Oh,
well done, Johnny Kidd.
just like that.
And now working that leg. Oh, very... Oh, still got it. Oh, here we go. An STF type.
Did I put one of those on you?
Yes, and I'm not going to lie, I nearly gave up.
Absolutely.
That's the interesting part about this match, is that you have got 3 minutes. Oh, there we go. That was round one. We're going to have about a 30-second break. Oh, hang on. Oh, I thought we were going to see something there. We're going to have a bit of a 30-second break. Johnny Kidd back into the corner with Prince Dean. They're going to have a bit of a conversation, have a bit of a check. Looks like everyone's ready to go. We'll wait for the referee's call.
Seconds away, round two.
Third side of the bell. Oh, look at this, a courting hold. You don't see this enough. Look at the way that Mason's arm is being wrenched in the wrong direction. Nice courting hold, and you can see that Johnny Kidd is not relinquishing it. He's got the butcher's grip, as it's called. The butcher's grip holding on means that Mason is in a very bad predicament here. And going to try and hip toss him off.
Oh, wow.
Incredible arm drag from that courting position. Your arm being bent in the wrong direction is never a nice feeling.
Yes, indeed. I imagine you can speak to that.
Oh, absolutely. Johnny Kidd got me in this hold and I nearly gave up immediately. But you can see Mason's experimenting here. You've got to, there we go, just a bit of fun there. You have to experiment. Once these holds are on, it's a gentleman's agreement. It's not punches, it's not kicks. It's grapple for hold for hold.
Oh, wow, look at that from Mason. Very impressive. Just working his way through into an advantageous position.
This is the classic backhammer position. This hold hurts it. Oh, hang on. Oh, over with the leg now, double leg Nelson. Oh, that was, ring there coming in handy, saved by the rope. And this Canterbury crowd
Appreciates what they're seeing.
They absolutely are. We are watching a fine wine being made here. For those that have never watched the world of sport wrestling, I highly encourage it. It's an incredible chess match. And look at this, you can see Mason trying to get Kidd down, and he has succeeded. And now working the joint, some call it joint manipulation. Oh no!
Oh, very impressive.
Cross head scissors. This slowly takes the wind out of you, hard to breathe, but you've got to get out of it. The strength of Johnny Kidd to hold the head there. Well done to James Mason, trapping the leg. Mason having a bit of fun at Kidd's expense there. Wrenching that leg again, bending it the wrong way, trapped onto your own knee. Now this is classic Johnny Kidd style. Look at how smooth that was. An incredible reversal there from Johnny Kidd. Using momentum. This is something you see a lot in this style of wrestling. And now grounded Mason with the head scissor. And again, you'll see here that not necessarily going for the pinfall. This is a hold that really puts pressure on your chest. It's really hard to breathe in this scenario.
Does that slap add something to the mix?
Oh, and it does. It's embarrassing. But that is so painful because you are being wrenched the wrong direction. Grappling, jockeying for position there. Now you're going to see, I think Mason here is going to go for some momentum to spin round, undoing the pressure, but he's now going to have to try and undo those legs of Johnny Kidd. Oh, got the vertical, which releases some of the pressure and widens those legs, and look at that, pops out of that hold. Beautifully done. We are 2 rounds in.
And that was almost starting to see some signs that some momentum will be definitively added to this game. Right now it's been caged.
You can see, absolutely Rob, and you can hopefully see that with the rounds, you've got 3 minutes to get that victory. You have to, you've got to get these holds on, and you've got to get a pinfall quickly.
Seconds away, round 3.
And the breaks allow you to almost like a chess match. You go, okay, that strategy didn't work. Let me try something else. And instantly, wow, nice headmare there. And this is a classic Johnny Kidd move. This is so painful. And you'll notice that James Mason is not trying to get the ropes. He wants to power out of this maneuver. It's a game of honor, stretching those shoulders, crunching the neck down as well. What is Mason going to do here from this position? What can he do? Oh, this is incredible. What we're about to see here. Oh, he's going to, oh, he's kicking. It's just incredible reversal. Unbelievable. James Mason.
It's a different, like you said, it's a different style. You have to use different moves to kind of find your way back into the contest.
I've just glimpsed above our heads, Rob. We've got what we call a curtain sellout. Every single wrestler is watching this from the balcony because we are watching 2 absolute masters of the craft. And now the legs are trapped. That is an incredibly painful position. Stretching out the groin and the inside hamstrings. Mason has trapped the legs, which means, and technically this could be a pinning predicament. You'll notice that Johnny Kidd is trying to keep his shoulders off the ground because technically this is a pin.
Yes.
Oh, what an excellent reversal. The speed of Johnny Kidd. I was very lucky to speak to Johnny Kidd as he arrived, and he was very thankful for the promotion to put this match on, saying that Johnny's thinking he still can't do it. I disagree. Oh, into the buckle. That was momentum rather than a kick. Jumps over, rolls through by Mason, ducks under. Are we going to see a cover? That's the 3.
That's the first fall of the contest. Goes to James Mason.
Absolutely.
And I have to say, as somebody coming to a contest like this for the first time, it's actually quite hard with the submission maneuvers to work out who should be hurt by. They're like spiders.
That's a great description.
Pinfalls are easy.
And there we go, Johnny Kidd going for a nice handshake. Look at that. Fantastic. So, 1 fall to James Mason. We've got 5 more rounds. Will Mason win 2-0, or can Kidd come back with a fall?
Seconds away, round 4.
Thank you, Clark Andrews, for the introduction. Well, this totally changes the dynamic. When you are 1 fall down, you've got to come out fighting. And look at the crowd here in Canterbury. It's round 4, and people are thoroughly behind both men.
This crowd is fired up for this one.
I think everyone's realised just how special this match is. I was talking to UKPW management before. There was a slight worry that the audience here in Canterbury wouldn't necessarily know what they were going to see.
I think they do now.
They definitely do now, and it's a compelling. You can see why. Oh, into the. Oh, he got the ropes.
Okay.
That's unfortunate thing. So this is something in old.
That bit I understand. Yes. Good.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no! And broke our corner camera as well.
That corner camera is going to wing its way back.
Now,
the electrical reseller near you.
I must point out that the other corner man, we didn't mention it earlier, the other corner man is Andros J in the red corner. And Andros, absolutely. can see how people were captivated. And there we go, we've got that stranglehold.
Oh, look at that.
This is such a great maneuver, and I have been in
wow.
this into the surfboard position. Is this going to be a submission? Steve Gray is there to see, is Mason going to say uncle? Let's find out. No, he's saying no. Mason has got his legs free, rolls through, and has got the Japanese stranglehold. Oh no! Oh, Johnny Kidd, that was uncharacteristic. You do see that kind of manoeuvres in the world of sport wrestling. But these two were going hold for hold. You can see Mason wasn't impressed by that.
Or an elbow tie up again.
Oh, and into the abdominal stretch.
Mason trying to hold the time. Power out.
Great finds the leg. Oh, look at all that
look
pressure.
at that.
Now this is an incredible contorting hold. If we look at the position that Mason is in, every body part is going in the wrong direction. I mean, look at the flexibility of Johnny Kidd to be able to get his leg over the head of Mason. Here comes the cover. Oh, and into the ropes, unfortunately, again. They use the phrase in wrestling, ring rust. And there could be an element of that. Our ring is slightly smaller than others. It is the size of the traditional world of sport ring. It's a 14-foot ring with the ropes. What we can see here, rolls through, reverses that momentum, and look at that. It's now got a wrist lock on. Johnny Kidd, double wrist. You can see Kidd, we are nearly approaching the 3-minute mark, I believe. Takes the single leg, down goes Mason. Going to grapevine that thing. Oh my goodness, we got a British figure 4 going on. Look at that beautiful maneuver.
Oh,
British figure 4. He's going to have to give up, surely. Oh, that's incredible.
gotta be
That
saved by the bell.
literally
James Mason.
saved by the bell. That could have been the submission victory for Johnny Kidd there. We are still 1-0. That was incredible, bro. I loved every second. It's such a joy, it's such a treat to watch two masters of their craft here inside the historic Westgate Hall in Canterbury. Johnny Kidd wrestled here in the early 90s. James Mason again in the early 90s.
Seconds away, round 5.
Round
Can
5.
you imagine, part of the reason this is so exciting is this fall is decisive. This determines the direction of the contest from here on in. This can end the match right here, or it can see us get into the next fall wins situation.
The stakes are high here.
They could not be higher. It will either end the match or force a decisive winner.
Wow, people are really behind James Mason. I don't think people enjoyed what Johnny Kidd did there.
Perhaps not. Perhaps he is. But he's not here to make friends, Guy
No.
Jones. He is here to win this contest, win this exhibition, show what he's good at this week.
Absolutely. So James Mason now trying to get out of this wrist lock. It's an awkward position to be in. Oh no, oh, there we go, shoulder up, well done. Love that, no hand. No, not liking that. You're not going to pin Mason like that. Love it. I couldn't guess how many matches these two men have had. I couldn't, that's a game. Huge takedown. That was some force. That might have knocked Mason's head. Oh, it looks like he's going for that hold again. Will we see that British figure
He's got
4?
plenty of time on this one.
I'm glad you're keeping score of the time. Oh no, oh!
Oh, okay.
Taking the fingers. Some joint manipulation, British style, gonna bend those bones the wrong direction. Oh, yes! Short arm wrist lock. Oh, a bit of a forearm. Yeah, this is getting gritty now.
The stakes, as you rightly point out, have never been
Oh my
higher.
God, no way is Mason going to be able to do that. He was going to try and, oh. Yeah, you can see Kidd not happy about that. Oh, look at, oh. Thrust to the stomach, into the buckles. Oh, nice reversal, into a snapmare. What are we going to see here? Mason's shoulder tackle, down goes Johnny Kidd into the ropes. Far side back elbow by Johnny Kidd.
Just like that. Oh, rolls through.
Oh, a kick out by James Mason. I was about to say, that's how I lost to Johnny Kidd. That was literally the same. Oh no, both men go down. Oh, That's unfortunate.
This is not the time for either man to be down on the ground for too long.
No, this is
a fall that is so pivotal.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes you do bash heads, and luckily we've got the round system where we can check on them during the gaps. But both men are onto their feet. European uppercut, nicely done. Can he get a fall?
Oh, a roll through.
Schoolboy.
Oh, look at that. And just like that, this contest is tied.
As quick as that.
There you have it, Grapple fans. We are tied at 1 apiece. The next fall will decide the winner. How excited are you?
I'm on the edge of my seat. I love this.
True, yes.
It's something I've always enjoyed. It's something I always aspired to do myself. For those that have watched UKPW for a long time, there are lots of holds that you may have seen me do, perhaps as well as these two. Honestly, Rob, this is a joy and privilege to see. Honestly, in my opinion, the two best wrestlers in this country.
Who gets the edge on this occasion? Round 6, away we go.
Round
1
6.
apiece.
There's arguably 3 more rounds to go, but can we get a pinfall? Can we get a submission? Or dare I say it, will we get a knockout?
Unglued. This crowd is so excited for this next fall. This is the one that decides it all. This crowd knows it. Those 2 men in the ring know it. The referee knows it. We both know it. Let's find out what happens.
I'm going to be unprofessional, Rob. I'm going to take a photo right now.
Do it.
It's so good. I don't know when we'll get something like this again in UKPW. I know we've got 7 cameras on, but I just wanted to take one for my advantage. This is such a joy. An excellent talk about being flexible and literally trying to pin his shoulders to the mat as well with this.
Mason just trying to retain as much momentum as he
What
can.
an amazing reversal there. Using the momentum has now trapped Johnny Kidd's arm and now wrenching back on the other one. I don't know if our cameras can get right in there, but this is some joint. You've got to be flexible in this game.
And a whip.
And again, nice British stop.
Through, ducks underneath.
Gets that single leg. Oh, nicely done. Oh, he's got
round, pins.
Double Nelson.
Oh, almost a 3.
Really great hold. Backslide. Here we go. Battle for the. He's going to get. It looks like Mason's going to get the cover. That's it.
That's it.
There we go.
It is over. Grapple fans, you cannot help but applaud the efforts of the 2 men in that ring. Unreal.
That was such a joy to watch. It's unfortunate that someone has to win and someone has to lose. But I think I can say safely, Grapple fans, that we all won watching 2 absolute brilliant men in the ring. We had Sir Steve Gray refereeing. And that's what we want to see, a handshake.
That's what you want. Beautiful. Show of respect from both men. The crowd cannot fault these 2 men for putting everything in the ring just now.
I mean, Rob, let's go to some highlights. There was some fantastic hold for holds. There was some speed. There was some whips. There were some quips. You name it, Grapple fans. This was a great match to watch.